Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Code Chasers. I am Madhulakshman at TKT. In our earlier video, we saw what is MRO, Method Resolution Order in Python. Okay. In this video, we will see what is multi-level inheritance. Okay. To explain this, I'll take an example of class here. Okay. Let's say there is a class grandparent. Okay. Grandparent. And let's say like we'll keep a pass here, and there is another class, let's say parent, okay, which is inheriting grandparent, okay, grandparent, okay. Now we'll keep a pass here, okay. Now there is another class, let's say class child, okay, class child, which is inheriting parent, okay, which is inheriting parent here. We'll keep a pass here again. So now what is multi-level inheritance here? See, there is one class initially grandparent which was inherited by parent, and then there is a parent class which is inherited by child, okay. So like multi-level inheritance is happening here. That means, see, parent inherited class grandparent. Now parent has access to all the variables and methods which are there in grandparent class, okay. Here child inherited parent here, okay. Now child has access to variables and methods which are there in parent class. As parent already inherited grandparent and parent is inherited by child, here child will also have the access to all the variables and methods of grandparent class, okay. Here parent will have access to variables and methods, all the properties of grandparent. Here as child is inheriting parent class, child will have the access to all the properties of parent class. So as parent is also inheriting grandparent, here child will also have the access to all the properties of grandparent here, grandparent class, okay. This is multi-level inheritance, okay, multi-level inheritance. If at all I tell you an example, there is a grandparent, okay. He has some properties like house. I'll tell it to her here, okay. There is a grandparent, he has properties like house and land, okay. Now after some period of time, this like the house and land, whatever the properties are there with grandparent, will be inherited by parent. You'll agree it or not? Yes, right. This is what happens. So now parent will have whole access to house, and also parent will have whole access to land, okay. Parent will have access to all the properties of grandparent after the inheritance, okay, after the inheritance. So here I'll write inheritance symbol in this way, okay. Parent has inherited grandparent here. Now there is child here, okay. Child is, and what did this parent do in addition to house and land that were inherited by parent, he has also some vehicles in his name, okay, vehicles in his name, okay. So now there is child here, there is a child here. Like after some period of time, child will inherit the properties of parent here, right? Now what are the properties of parent here? Here house and land are already the properties of parent here. They were inherited by grandparent. Now they belong to the parent. So now like if child is inheriting all the properties, whether it may be inherited properties or owned properties, if at all they are, the owner is parent, that will be inherited by child. Now here house will be inherited, land will be inherited, this vehicle also will be inherited. If at all there are any properties which this child holds in person, that also will be there with the child. Now child will have house, land, vehicles, and other properties which are owned by child in person, okay. This is the concept that we generally happen in the real world, right? Apart from Python, in the real world of humans. So the same concept we can apply it to Python multi-level inheritance. So we will take this example and we will try to implement this particular example in our coding section. Okay. For that, I am taking a class grandparent as discussed, grandparent. Okay, this grandparent has a method. Okay, def, let's say method 1. Okay, method 1 which will take self as like first parameter. Self is the instance here, we already know that. And there is a print method which is carrying a valid statement, I am in grandparent class method 1. Okay, now there is another class parent here. Okay, which is inheriting grandparent. Okay, now there is a method named let's say method 2. Okay, and like self parameter is obviously passed as first parameter, and there is a print method which is carrying again a valid print statement. Okay, valid print statement here, and I'll say that I am in parent class method 2. Okay, now there is a child class, as we discussed, which is inheriting parent class here. Okay, parent class here. So like we'll say we'll keep a pass here. Okay, we'll keep a pass here. Now what we will do, we'll create an instance of child class here. Okay, we'll create an instance of child class, and we will try to access the methods which are there in parent class and also which are there in grandparent class. Okay, C is equal to child. Now an instance is created. So now we will try to access method which is there in parent class first. Okay, parent class first. See, method 2 is there in parent class. Okay, we'll see, we'll execute it and see. See, I am in parent class method 2. This is the print statement which is there in method 2 of parent class. We have successfully accessed the method 2 which is there in parent class. Now we will try to access the method which is there in what? Grandparent class. Okay, the method which is there in grandparent class is method 1. Okay, so I am accessing with the help of child instance, c dot method 1. Will it execute? We will see that. Okay, so I have executed that. So it executed successfully. First of all, it has called method 2 which is there in method like parent class, that is I am in parent class method 2, and next we try to access method 1 which is there in grandparent class. Okay, it executed the print statement here which is there in method 1 of grandparent class. See, I am in grandparent class method 1. I am in grandparent class method 1. Okay, so this is multi-level inheritance. Okay, if we are inheriting, if there is a class parent which is inheriting a grandparent class, and there is a class child which is inheriting parent, now this child will have access to the methods which are there in this parent class and also methods which are there in this grandparent class, because grandparent class is inherited by parent and this parent is in turn inherited by child class. This is multi-level inheritance in Python. I hope you found this video useful and you understood the concept of multi-level inheritance. Okay, if at all you found this video useful, please try to subscribe to my channel and share this video to the people who are preparing for Python programming language. Thank you so much.